It's just, I don't know. They just didn't know how to react to this atmosphere. And I try to keep that away from us some. Connie had just an acid tongue. I told you about the time I got a sailor's cap and wore it. Well, what are you wearing that thing for if you can't get one that's real? James was a good boy, but he left home pretty soon. Connie rode him all the time. And he was about ready to slap her one if she kept up. But he went to Washington and got a job there. And he had a car with a rumble seat in it. And when he would come home, that's what we looked for. He'd take us around town in the rumble seat. Oh. And he tried to patch up things as best he could with the smaller ones. The only one that Connie ever took to was Lyle, because Lyle was so spoiled by her anyway. We didn't have any relationship with him. Mm-hmm. He'd run and tell her something, and then she'd come down. And I saw her coming, I'd get out of her way. That's why I want to keep as good a relation as I can with our inner family here. Aunt Maggie was a sweet one. She wanted me to come over and stay. And Connie took us over, and she was going to, how was it she come back? Oh, she was going to stay, and she took me, when I was ready to come back, she took me down to the train station. I went as far as Waynesboro. And I don't know who it was that met us in Waynesboro, and I got off the train there instead of going all the way to Buena Vista.
Now, Maggie was your dad's sister.
Uh-huh. It's, but James was just so good. The boy next door there, Miss Edwards, is Juanita's uncle. They broke into the store down there. That one that they're redoing it, the recycle place doing it. They just left it, but there used to be a store there and the one across the street. And the boy next door and James broke into it, and they got caught, and both of them went to jail. And
I didn't know that.
But when he came home after he was released there, they brought him home. I don't know where he was in jail at, but he went for I think for several months that he was in jail, and they had the cash register. The boy told the police that we divided the candy, we divided the money, and they were both at it. And some old woman in the neighborhood there told Mama she didn't raise anybody but bastards and criminals. If Connie had been there, she'd have knocked her down. She was one of a neighborhood plague too. And but when James got out and came home, I didn't think Mama would stop crying when she saw him. And then that's when he left Buena Vista because of the tales that were told on him. That they broke in with a gun. They didn't have any gun. They just broke the door and windows and went in and got what they wanted. And he went to Washington and never came back to Buena Vista to live again. He never did marry. He had a girl that he was going with, but because of his background, he had told her and asked her not to tell her mother, but she didn't care. She loved him, mm-hmm. not what he was, what he is, mm-hmm. and they never did get a chance to get married. And we still believe he was murdered in that park in Washington. He didn't commit suicide. That's what the Washington police said. They couldn't find any evidence of murder, that he'd committed suicide. And then the Presbyterian Church wouldn't let his funeral be in the church. I just can't understand the reasoning of some people. But he was always real good. He always brought us something too. Not much, but some little something that he brought. And he was good. I got a little bit on the huffy side there when I was growing up. He used to ride me a lot. He used to carry papers with him. But then as he got older, and the Fix family moved to town, and he married Virginia. Virginia changed him, and we just couldn't settle down with people that we wanted to be. But I don't know. As I said, Mama had two brothers that were killed at the Battle of Seven Palms. Not Seven Palms. The Battle of the Cradle there down below Richmond. But we got along very, very well with the others. They had some that never did come at all. Some of the cousins came over, and Miss Maggie's cousins, and also for the others, they lived out away from Charlottesville. Aunt Cora, her girl come over. We would always play hide and go seek or anything. To get in the swing on the porch and go as high as they could. They loved our swing. We were over at their house one day and were staying there. We were playing hide and go seek. And I went down ahead. They kept bees. And I went down there in the vicinity of the bee hives and head down there. And Rosalie saw where I went, so she didn't come looking for me. She took rocks and threw them at the hives and got them stirred up, and I had to come running out with a bunch of bees after them. But we had a lot of fun, good fun together. Yeah, I can just good to reminisce over them of the way it happened.